conference on the occasion of the Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial National Moot Court Competition, which is scheduled to be held from 27 to 29 January 2023. I would also like to convey my sincerest gratitude to everyone in attendance, starting with the dignitaries on the dais. Shri Ullas Kamat, who is a recipient of a state award for excellence in the field of public administration, as well as one of the esteemed trustees of the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust. Our principal, Dr. Shabir Ali Ji, our administrator and management member, Shri D.P. Pedekar, the faculty coordinator, Dr. Moot Shirali, and the student coordinator, Mr. Siddhant Shetye, as well as the members of the print and electronic media. Here at Salgaocar, we truly hope that every alumni who walks in through our doors walks out with even finer mooting skills. And it is in this spirit that we hope to promote the culture of mooting by organizing another moot court competition this year. Last year's intercollegiate national moot court competition saw immense success and brought us great prestige. However, due to pandemic restraints, we had to conduct the competition online. And I'm sure that my peers would corroborate on this, that the joy of offline mooting is unparalleled. This time around, we want to ensure that the competition is bigger and better, leaving a set of footprints in the sands of Goa's mooting landscape. I now request our principal, Dr. Shabir Ali Ji, to address the congregation. Sir.
Good morning, all of you. I think it is good afternoon. Salgaocar is one of the most important and leading college in India, conducting innovative activities and in the field of legal education. Every year we conduct two important activities in our college for students of entire India and abroad. One is the National Moot Court Competition, other is the International Mediation Competition. So the competition we will conduct next month, that is International Mediation Competition. This month we are conducting National Moot Court Competition. Our college is also a leading college in conducting even Kaushala is one of the activities we started last 2 years for local students to find out the local talent, that is cultural activity. And if you have a moot court competition, what is this moot court competition? Why are you conducting this moot court competition? Last time we did online moot court competition, and this time for the first time after COVID-19, we are going with offline moot court competition. 26 teams are coming to Goa and they are going to take part in this moot court competition. So moot court is nothing but model court. So what happens in moot court? What happens in court? Same thing they are going to do in the moot court competition. So for this, the faculty members give some fiction problem. Students should go through the fiction problem. They prepare the arguments. They come and argue before the judges, maybe advocates as well as high court judges. They do anything before the judges. So winning team may get cash prize as well as trophy. And this year the amount comes around 1.65 lakhs. Entire amount. Winners are going to get 50,000 rupees. Runners up are going to get 20,000 rupees. And we even having prizes for best student advocate as well as best memorial. So what is the purpose of doing this moot court competition? If you go to any college, law college in India, they are always around except law schools, general colleges, 80% of students they go for practice. When they want to be advocates and they want to practice, they have to obtain the advocacy skills. So advocacy skills includes court manners, research, when you say presence of mind, and they have to argue each and every issue before the court after doing the research, after taking different kinds of judgments which are in their favor. So to create this knowledge, to acquire the skills, our college always conduct moot court competition. And every student in the college has to take part in 3 compulsory moot court competitions. And besides this, our students always represent in national as well as state level moot court competition. Every year, our students will take part in minimum 15 to 20 moot court competitions. And in this moot court competition, always our students are reaching semis and quarterfinals. They are not come back below quarterfinals. And even this year also, our teams got laurels to the college by winners as well as runners up in different moot court competition conducted in With these few words, I invite all the press people, press as well as electronic media to give wide publicity and cover our event for next 3 days, that is 27, 28 and 29. Governor of Goa, His Excellency accepted to be the chief guest for our inaugural program. And Justice Mahesh Malad, High Court Judge of Bombay bench, he accepted to be the chief guest for our grand event program. So I hope media will take care of our publicity, and we hope that media will give wide publicity for our program. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you, sir. I now respectfully invite esteemed trustee Shri Ullas Kamat to say a few words. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Principal Dr. Shabarati, Mr. Pednekar, Mr. Amol Chirali, and all the press activities as well as students of the college. I am standing here before you to say a few words about my brother, the late Justice G.D. Kamat. Justice G.D. Kamat, the first Goan advocate to be elevated to the bench of the Bombay High Court in August 1983. He was later appointed as Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court in July 1996. He left for heavenly abode on 27 January 2015 at the age of 80 years. During his public life spanning over 5 decades, Justice Kamat was associated with a number of educational and social organizations, including People's Education Trust, Salgaocar College of Law, of which he was the Vice President of the Managing Committee, and also as member of the Senate and Faculty of Law of the University of Bombay. As a judge, he was also the prime mover to start Lok Nyayalay High Court of Bombay Patki branch in July 1996. And after retirement, he was the most preferred arbitrator. The late Justice Kamat was and will always be remembered as a fine human being, acknowledged for his legal acumen, fairness and adherence to constitutional norms and propriety, and above all, for his absolute honesty and impeccable integrity. He passed out law in Mumbai from Government Law College, Mumbai in 1962. He joined one senior advocate Parikh in Mumbai. He was enrolled to the Bar Council of Maharashtra at Goa on 10th August 1962. And then he joined Advocate Parikh. I was told by him that he had to report to him from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Worked with him for almost 1.5 years. No salary, nothing. He said he would have tea. Advocate Parikh could not even offer him a cup of tea. His dictum was that I don't need you. You need me to gain experience. You have to come up the hard way. So he worked with him for 1.5 years, rather toiled in Bombay without a single pie early. Today I am told even the juniors who joined, seniors here, practice, they don't like to be called juniors. They like to be called associates. Plus they expect salary also. So the times have changed. When he started his practice, he came to Goa in 1964. He started his practice. He had to go to places like Baksa, Madgaon. At that time, we shared taxis for everything. Near the airport. The 5 people used to sit in taxi and he used to go. His dictum was was never bother a client. He used to go by share taxi. He had lowering practice, but never had money. Most of the practice was free. A lot of people took him for granted, and you'll be surprised that he had a colleague while studying in Bombay by the name Salgaocar. He joined Syndicate Bank as manager. The first Syndicate Bank opened its shop in front of, below the Congress office, in front of Ferry Point. He was his colleague in Bombay. So Syndicate Bank used to come with a lot of cases on filing suits and all that. Many times in my presence only he said, used to call my brother, used to call Das Kamat. Das, give me your bill. He said, let's see. Finally, this Mr. Sadhana became top man in Bangalore at the time. After him, his successors used to come. They also took my brother for granted. So 20 years, from 1963 till 83 when he became judge, he gave free service to Syndicate Bank. Do you believe such a person? So when Mr. Janardhan Pujari, he was Union Minister of State for Banking, Finance Banking. And I was the Undersecretary Protocol in Government of Goa. And I had to receive him at the airport. And then we had to arrange vehicle for him to go to Hubli, where he was to inaugurate a branch of Syndicate Bank. Now, 2 days before, his private secretary told me that minister does not like to have breakfast in the flight. The flight used to leave Delhi by 5:30 a.m. arrive in Goa 8 a.m. So he said, please arrange the South Indian breakfast in the VIP lounge at Dublin Airport. At that time, there were no restaurants at the airport. Syndicate Bank people from Vasco, they had come to me for getting entry pass and all at the airport to welcome the minister. So I told them, why don't you arrange breakfast, South Indian breakfast from Cafe Sandbag, Hotel Sandbag in Vasco. They did. So at that time they told him that my brother had just become judge. He said, sir, his brother was our lawyer for 20 years, never charged a fee. He said, what? And yet to hear of such a person. He said, I would like to meet him today. He said, no lawyer will touch brief without advance payment. This is the state of affairs. So the judgeship, which he took over in 1983, that gave him fixed income. Secondly, what happened? He was a heavy chain smoker and used to consume a lot of tea. So there was a break on that. When in the court you can't smoke, you can't have tea. So in a way that was affecting his health. So in a way judgeship was better for him. Got a regular fixed income. So this is how my brother, most of his clients were people who, I remember of a client who after disposing the case in 3 courts, finally came to him one day. Others called me when my brother was staying. I used to go there on Saturdays and Sundays. The Doutor, muito obrigado in Portuguese. So I have made a case with again. So how much to pay? And because there might be depends on the person. If it's some poor fellow, he says, don't bother. So give me 500 rupees. He said, okay, I will come. He never turned up. A lot of businessmen in that I remember, used to, because we had a cloth shop. My father had set up a cloth shop in 1928. So we were well known as Kamat. So with that, some businessmen all used to come to him. After that, shops are closed. After 8, 9. So sometimes I used to sit with them 10 o'clock, 10:30. No payment, nothing. Even checks of one part, big short issued. I used to deposit his checks in Syndicate Bank account. Check for box. And I told him, this was his. So I just gave you brief of my brother. How to perpetuate his memory of this multifaceted personality, Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust was set up on 27 November 2015 with the award objective of promoting the cause of legal education in Goa with the following persons as the Board of Trustees. Vasudev Tamba, also known as Mohan Tamba, as president. Ramchandra Bhatkar, also known as Dinar Bhatkar, vice president. Mr. Glory Furtado, secretary. Ninad Kamat is my nephew, the treasurer. Then Dr. Ajay Vaidya, member. Suresh Kotrikar, senior advocate, used to be your faculty also sometime, member, and myself, member. As part of this objective, the trust took the initiative to organize orations by eminent jurists and speakers on important legal and socio-economic issues. The first such oration was by Justice B.N. Sri Krishna, retired judge of Supreme Court, on the subject human angle in the judicial system. The subject was so dear to my brother. This was to coincide with his first death anniversary on 26 January 2016. The orator in Justice Sri Krishna dwelled predominantly on shlokas to emphasize, because you are a Sanskrit scholar, Justice Sri Krishna, to emphasize the human angle in Justice Kamat in dispensing justice, in his amiability as a judge, in the judgments he delivered, and above all, in upholding the age-old moral and ethical values in public life. Two incidents I would like to narrate. Two of our senior officers in the government of Goa civil service officers, were promoted to IAS cadre. Both were ex-servicemen. So upon their promotion, they were given seniority in the IAS cadre of Union Territories at that time. So they wanted to challenge their seniority. So they filed a petition here in the High Court. And they engaged one senior lawyer from Bombay, Mr. Tipnis, who later became judge of the High Court also. The day prior to the hearing, one of the officers, who used to be managing director of Kamat Transport Corporation, when my brother was the retainer for the corporation, he came to see him at his house where he was staying in Altin. And after seeing him and all that, suddenly mentioned, sir, our matter is there tomorrow before you. Like. So late in the evening, I had been to his house. He told me, sir, this officer has come. And I am going to. You will see what happens. Next morning, when the matter was called out, he said, not before me. See, the lawyer from Bombay was already here. He was given very good accommodation by me only as executive protocol in our government circuit house, the deluxe suite. But when the matter was called, he said, not before me. Only because this officer had met him previously and mentioned about the matter. The second case is, there was one Coffee detective from Kukolim, and his matter was coming up next day. What that gentleman did, his family, one of our niece married in Kukolim, was prevailed upon to go and meet him, with my brother. She came all the way with her husband and mentioned about this. The moment mentioned, he asked her to get out from the house. And when the matter was called, not before me, Coffee had to continue in Agwada jail till the bench was reconstituted. So this is what I just wanted to tell you. The second oration was by Justice B.S. Chauhan, Bhim Chauhan, retired judge of the Supreme Court of India, chairman of the 21st Law Commission of India. That was on 5th of February 2017. The topic was surrogacy, ethical, legal and socio-economic issues, which generated keen interest among the medical fraternity as well as legal fraternity. Unfortunately, some of the events scheduled during subsequent years did not materialize due to the corona pandemic. So therefore, Justice Judy Kamat Charitable Trust is indeed happy to associate itself with the decision of the Moot Court Society of Devi Sharwani Education Society, SVM College, Salgaocar College of Law, Kamat, to dedicate a national level Moot Court competition 2023 in the state of Goa to the memory of the late Justice Judy Kamat from 27 to 29 January 2023. From our part, the contribution of the trust for the 3-day event is, as told by the principal, 5.22 lakhs, including the prize money and mementos of rupees 1.65 lakhs to successful winners of the competition. Thank you. I wish you all the best. Hope you will enjoy this 3-day event and you will gain a lot of knowledge through this moot court to get the some sort of a precursor of what actually happens in courts. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I now request our management member, Shri D.P. Swetkar, to kindly say a few words. Sir.
On behalf of the management of the Shivani Education Society and Salgaocar College of Law, I am here to welcome electronics and print media for this press conference that we are having for organizing moot court competition on 27, 28, and 29. This is a national moot court competition in the loving memory of one of the great personalities from the law, Justice G.D. Kamat. Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial Trust and Salgaocar College of Law, in collaboration with each other, we are trying to organize this, and there are 27 entries for this competition. So we have restricted that to, there are many more entries, but it has been restricted to the 27, and all the 27 participants will be coming to the Goa. And this is one of the best event for the students to get the knowledge, practical knowledge of how moot courts are held, and by means of those moot courts, how the students can gain the benefit of this moot court competition goes to the student. They know how to organize, how to deal with the court matters by means of this moot court competition. Another very important thing is in this moot court competition, there is really good support from the management and Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial Trust. Both of them have shared for it. My chairman has given 5 lakhs rupees for holding this moot court competition. And some are sponsored by with the efforts of the students and teacher, and the remaining part, as it has been informed by the Mr. Ullas Kamat, that the remaining part is shared by the Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial Trust. And this trust is really doing a good job. This is for the first time this kind of moot competition has been held by this trust, and I think they should continue this process of having it every year at least one, because that will add to the knowledge of the students. Because throughout the national level, the participants are coming to take part in this, and that is really an advantage for the students to get different types of the knowledge or different types of the methodologies that they are accepting in the methods of handling the cases. So that is how students are gaining by means of this competition. This competition is collaborated by both, and this is both means Salgaocar College of Law and Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial Trust. Both these are holding this competition. I would like to present before the press and media that this is one of the oldest college in the state of the Goa. This is one of the college which has got the highest number of students, which is more than 1,026 students are enrolled in our college. So that means you can see for only single faculty, and that is the law faculty. And having 1,000 students for the law faculty is a great thing and great achievement. Fortunately, I was also the student of this college a long back. So some years back. That means it was exactly, if I am not wrong, it is 1979. So after completing my post-graduation, I joined this college. So this is how this college has got a reputation of many students who have taken laurels. We have got a lot of reputations. We are there, and that is really importance of this college. Today, we are internationally known. Salgaocar College of the Law is internationally known college for the whole world, because shortly in the next month, in the month of February, we will be having ADR competition. International ADR competitions will be held in this college, and that is again for the 3 days we are having. This type of competitions are enriching our knowledge and enriching the knowledge of the students also, and that's why those type of competitions are to be held, and it is necessary. What you can see, the development in college is to such an infrastructural facilities are concerned. We have got the best of the qualities of infrastructural facility. You might be not knowing that this is the only college which has got air-conditioned classrooms. This is the only college you have having experiment. The young as well as old teachers, both, there is a good confluence of the both youngster and the elderly people, and both of them are sharing. The elderly staff, they are getting the new knowledge of the youngsters, and youngsters are getting the experience knowledge from the elderly people. This is how there is a good exchange of ideas, thought, methodology of teaching. This has been done, and as a result of that, students' first preference in Goa for the law is this college of Salgaocar College. So that is how college has made a tremendous progress. We got excellent award at the national level. We have got international awards also. And the reputation of this college is really very high. And because of these reputations and the interest in the student, my appeal to the program, so that more and more people will come close to the college, and we can share our ideas to the society. The college is meant for the society. By means of that, the students are reaching to the society through our legal aid cells. We have got legal aid cells, and through the legal aid cell, we are reaching to the public, providing the free services. That is also another very important highlights in the college, which is not there anywhere in the country. And this was even published by the Ministry of the Planning, that it is the only law college in India which has got a legal aid cell, which providing the service to the society to this. So once again, I appeal to the press and electronics media, please give wide publicity for this program, so that education aspects and educational policies will reach to the public. What is the main intention is that this idea should reach to the public, and the students get motivated by this, so that they can do still better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. None of what we have accomplished so far would have been possible without the support and unwavering guidance of our principal, administrator, trustees of the GD Kamat Charitable Trust, faculty members, our non-teaching staff, student volunteers, and especially that of our faculty coordinator, Dr. Moot. I now request Dr. Moot to give us a brief encapsulation of what is in store. Sir.
Good afternoon to the members of the press and the electronic media. The Moot Society of Devi Sharwani Education Society's VM Salgaocar College of Law, in association with Justice GD Kamat Charitable Trust, is organizing a national moot court competition in the memory of late Justice GD Kamat. It is titled as Justice GD Kamat Memorial National Moot Court Competition. The competition is slated to be organized from 27th to 29th of January 2023. The 27th is the day where all the teams, there are 26 teams which will arrive, and they have already registered. The inaugural ceremony will be in the evening. Honorable Shri T.S. Sridharan Pillai, Honorable Governor of Goa, has already accepted our invitation to grace the occasion for the inaugural ceremony. The competition will be held over on 28th, where we have preliminary rounds and quarterfinals, and on 29th, in the morning session, we have the semi-finals, and later in the afternoon, the finals, which will be judged by the sitting judges of the Bombay High Court. Honorable Shri Justice Mahesh Sona has been kind enough to accept our invitation to judge the final round. Also, Honorable Shri Justice Mikisa Menezes has accepted our Honorable Judge of the Bombay High Court has accepted our invitation to judge the final round, and also former Judge of the Bombay High Court and former Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court, Justice Ferdinand Inacio Ribello, has also been kind enough to accept our invitation to judge the finals. The finals will be held in the Moot Court Hall of our college. Following that, there will be a valedictory ceremony. The valedictory ceremony will be held at Panchit Jamkhana, which will also include the prize distribution. The chief guest for that function is Honorable Shri Justice Mahesh S. Sona, who has again agreed to grace the occasion. The competition, the main purpose and objective of this competition is basically that there is a fictitious problem which is given. The problem, Moot problem, is drafted by Professor Dr. M.R.K. Prasad from our college. It is based on constitutional law, and this problem and this Moot court competition is basically intended to test the research skills of the student, to test their reasoning ability, to apply the law to the given set of facts, and also their drafting skills. In short, the competition is intended to focus on developing the skills of courtcraft by putting the student in a court-like atmosphere. The preliminary round and the quarterfinal rounds, as well as the semis, will be judged by advocates. Most of them are alumni from Goa. And the prize money for this competition is courtesy the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust. The prize money for the winners is rupees 50,000. For the runners-up, 25,000. The best student advocate, that is the best Mooter award, is 15,000. The best memorial, which is the drafting skills are highlighted. So that will be around 15,000, and the best researcher is also 10,000. So every team comes with every team is a 3-member team, 2 Mooters, 2 speakers who will be presenting their arguments before the court, and 1 researcher. So that researcher has also an award, and there is a test for that, researcher's test. So I thank the press and the media for coming here today, and I request you to kindly cover the event for the next few days, including the inaugural and the valedictory, and also come and observe the final round, which will be held on 29th, and other rounds as well, semi-final and the preliminary rounds, if time permits. But at least the final round, which is on 29th of January at 3:30 p.m. approximately in the Moot Court Hall. It's a well-designed hall, which exactly is a replica of a Moot Court. Thank you. I will appreciate any questions at the end of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon our student coordinator, Mr. Siddhant Shetty, to please say a few words as well.
Good afternoon, respected principal and other dignitaries on the dais. I'm Siddhant Shetty, the student coordinator of the very first edition of Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial National Moot Court Competition 2023. At the outset, I would like to commence by extending my heartfelt gratitude to the media personnel for accepting our invite and being in attendance here today. The VM Salgaocar College of Law has been a premier institution in the state of Goa for nurturing young talents in the legal field. As Sakshi rightly said, we truly hope that every alumni who walks in through our doors walks out with even finer mooting skills. And that's the impetus behind us launching the first edition of this prestigious competition, commemorating one of Goa's finest legal laureates, the late Justice G.D. Kamat, who has left eternal footprints in the sense of not only Goa's but India's legal landscape. Out of the overwhelming response that came our way, we have shortlisted 26 teams. We have colleges coming across from the nation, and we will witness a grueling verbal sparring between some of the best colleges such as NLUs. We have all three Symbiosis Pune, Symbiosis Nagpur, as well as Symbiosis Hyderabad. We have the QSET college, Christ University, and some other prestigious college would be Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, as well as IIT Kharagpur's Rajiv Gandhi College of Intellectual Property Law, among several other prestigious law colleges. The competition will be held for 3 days. The first day, as the faculty coordinator has already said, the first day is a day when we are going to have the inaugural, where His Excellency, the Governor of Goa, for the function. And the next 2 days are going to be the competition days. The second day, that is the 28th of January, we are going to have 2 preliminary rounds where all the 26 teams will get to go into a round in one round finals on the 29th of January. For this, we are also fortunate to have different set of lawyers for each round, and we are very fortunate to have High Court practitioners as well as senior counsel, senior advocates who are going to be part from the judging point of view with this competition. We here at VM Salgaocar always appreciate and encourage sincere efforts and participation, but applauding the merit is essential for a competitive spirit, and therefore we have a number of merit awards like the first place. To give a detailed breakup, the first place would carry a cash prize of 50,000 along with the trophy. Similarly, the runner-up would carry a cash prize of 25,000 along with the trophy. There would be best memorial and best advocate, which will follow 15,000 cash prize along with trophies, individual trophies, and the best researcher, for which we are going to have a separate test on the 27th that is going to carry a cash prize of 10,000 along with trophies. A competition such as this one cannot be conducted overnight. I can assure you all that all of us have truly poured in our blood, sweat and tears to make it happen. I stand before you all today as a student coordinator. However, it is the team that I am backed by that has helped me out. Undoubtedly, it is their relentless effort along with that of the faculty that we are able to celebrate every milestone and circumvent every obstacle in our way. All in all, it is important that credit be given where it is due. So coming to our student volunteers, around 60 of them are volunteering in a plethora of departments such as teams, competition, media and marketing, socials, etc., who have worked tirelessly along with the organizing committee to make this happen. On behalf of all the OCs and volunteers, I wish to convey that it has been a privilege to have an opportunity to host this competition, and we are very grateful to the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust for not only having confidence in us but also being supportive at every stage. I would like to also extend my gratitude to our very own college for letting us put forth such a platform so that students from all over India can showcase their voting prowess. With the competition, we also endeavor to provide an environment to all participants for them to interact, network and spectate different mooting cultures, as although today we are merely law students, tomorrow we shall also be part of the legal fraternity. We want the competition not only to be limited within the state, but we want all law students from across the country to view and virtually experience such and be-filtering competitions. At the end, I would also like to thank again each and every one of the media personnel who have come here, digital as well as print media, for covering us. And I also appeal that we be given wide press publicity for all 3 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siddharth. Please note that the floor is now open to everyone for questions.
Time limit is there for this. Time limit is
10 minutes for the event. Yeah. The inaugural is
for the rounds.
It's 1 hour.
each round is 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
Each team will be given 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes will be distributed between the 2 speakers of each team. So then there will be during their arguments there could be questions from the judges on their submissions, and so each team has 30 minutes. So that's how the total duration of each preliminary round up to the quarters.
And the matters.
Only final round will be little prolonged duration for around 45 minutes.
And the matters will be given.
Sorry?
Matters.
No. So this is a case, the Moot proposition, which we call as Moot problem, is a fictional problem which is given to them in the month of November. It is released along with the registration announcement. And the teams are expected to prepare that case just like how they prepare for a case in the court, in the real court. So they have already prepared now, and they have submitted the memorials. They are coming to our college by hard copies are on the way. So they are required to submit that, and then they come here. They will be coming on 26th, and they will be presenting their arguments before the judges, oral arguments before the judges. The written submissions have already been reached the college. The memorials will include the facts, the application of the law to the facts, the issues involved in the case, the judicial pronouncements which we call as precedents, and that would be the legal research and their submissions, followed by a prayer for the side they represent.
If there are no more questions, I would now like to invite our student co-coordinator, Ms. Riddhi Moge, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you is the best prayer anyone could say. Thank you expresses gratitude, humanity, and understanding. Good afternoon, all. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of Salgaocar College of Law and the organizing committee, convey a deep regards and express my gratitude to all the media houses present here and blessing us with their presence. I appreciate, and we really appreciate that you have excellently covered the entire occasion for us. We are excited about the entire event and the prospect of this event becoming a fruitful one, and your report will certainly help us. I am immensely thankful to the esteemed trustee representing the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust, Sir Shri Vithas Kamat. Thank you, sir, for gracing us here, blessing us with your presence and sharing kind words and your fond memories and your constant support for the upcoming event. Thank you so much, sir. I must also express my gratitude towards our principal, Dr. Shabir Ali, sir, our administrator, Pednekar, sir, for their constant help and guidance. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to organize an event for our fellow law students around the country. I must also thank our professor coordinator for the event, that is Dr. Moot. Thank you, sir, for your constant help and support at various stages throughout the entire process of organizing this upcoming event. I must also extend my gratitude towards our student coordinator, Siddhant Shetye, for ensuring that each department is on the right track and handling every technical aspect related to the event. Thank you so much, Siddhant, for handling the work since the very beginning. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight, and the wheels have started rolling months in advance. And we have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated organizers organizing committee, the deputies, and all the volunteers who have shown their willingness and their interest to get themselves involved and work together for this event. Thanking all the teaching and non-teaching staff who are always stand by their students and motivate us. And last but not the least, I would like to express my gratitude to each and everyone present here and making it a success. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Riddhi. So before we wind up, on behalf of the organizers of the Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial National Moot Court Competition, my deepest gratitude to the members of the print and electronic media for showing their presence despite their hectic schedule. Once again, I wish to thank each and every one of you for your attendance and support. May you all have a splendid day. Thank you.